Hey, Dubb.
Yeah.
Got a joke for you.
Okay.
Ask me if I'm a rock.
Are you a rock?
No.
I don't get it.
You asked me if I'm a rock, and I'm clearly not a rock.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be interchangeable with any inanimate object? I mean, couldn't you
Well,
say...
sure, yeah. Ask me if I'm a tractor.
What if I asked you if you're a dumbass?
Am I dumbass?
The joke's not funny, Ryan!
I think it's funny.
What up, YouTube? Welcome in Between Two Beards. I'm Justin, a.k.a. Dubb.
I'm Ryan.
A.k.a. a fucking rock, apparently. Fucking stupid. Anyway, today we are doing a kind of out of the blue, not a lot of information about it, kind of in one weird way, mod that was sent to us for the purpose of this review by a company called Sansto.
Sansto. They contacted us and said, hey, we're new. We have a new mod coming out called
Would you guys like to review it?
Called the QIU200, and would you like to review one? We said, sure. So they sent us a couple for the review.
Exactly. So, let's not waste any time, guys. Let's just get down right into it right away and do an up close real quick, and we'll come back out and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, be right back. All right, guys, here's going to be a really quick up close with the Sansto QIU200W. Here's the packaging, just kind of your standard kind of plastic clamshell kind of case. But yeah, the only thing in this box is the mod itself and the little user manual, so that's easy enough. Alright, here is the mod itself, and as you can see, first off, it has this really cool kind of stone finish. Like, it looks like a rock, which is kind of cool. I mean, it feels nice. It's got a little texture, but honestly, the texture's kind of plasticky because this whole thing is made out of plastic. But anyway, you've got your nice big gigantic fire button up here that's nice and clicky. You've got your up and down adjustment buttons right here. It adjusts in 0.5 watt increments all the way through, which is kind of cool. And it obviously goes all the way up to 200 watts, I'm sorry. But yeah, you've got a nice beefy spring-loaded 510 there. Nothing on the bottom at all. You've got your micro USB for... I know charging, but I'm not 100% sure on updating or not. I have to look that up. But yeah, there's not a lot of information out about this thing. But anyway, on the back you have your battery door. Now here is one of my gripes, and we'll go into this a lot more later. This is not held on with magnets. This is held on with clips, like plastic clips. So you got to kind of get your thumb in there and pry that off. And then you can barely see them, but there's just a couple little plastic nubbins on each corner of this, and those just kind of snap in. You kind of got to put it on one angle, one side first, and then the other one snaps right in there. It holds well. There is absolutely, and I do mean literally, absolutely no movement on this battery door, even a little bit. Only thing I'm worried about with the clip thing is plastic breaks. Clips break. I'm not sure how long that's gonna hold up, but again, we'll get into that more later. But yeah, the menu system is super easy. It's 5 clicks on. Again, we'll talk more about this later, but there is no way to turn it off. So 5 clicks while it's on locks it. Now it's locked, and then 5 clicks unlocks it. And obviously it says no atomizer right there. But yeah, let me go ahead and throw an RDA on here just so you can see the resistance. But yeah, okay, so now it's going to ask me if it's new or the same coil. We're going to go ahead and say new. So there you go. It says 0.1. You've got your ohms right there, your volts right there. This says normal. It has a normal, soft, and hard mode. Obviously your wattage, your battery readout right there. And then it actually gives you a percentage too, which is nice. And that's a little M for your memory settings, and I'll go over that here in just a second. The menu system is real easy. 3 clicks get you in, and that's going to highlight your ohms. If you click on that, you can actually set your ohms, your actual resistance reading. I'm assuming that's more for the temp control thing. I don't mess with temp control, but anyway, it's there. Go back in. Now if we scroll over one, we can highlight the actual ohm symbol, and that's where you can lock and unlock your resistance. Again, assuming that's for the temp control. So yeah, 3 clicks. Now we can scroll down, then highlight the normal. That's where we can go into normal, soft, hard, and user. User is an actual curve. You can set your vaping curve, so that functions nice. I don't mess with this again, but to get out of that, you got to click all the way through those, and then it's going to ask you if you want to test it or OK. I'm going to go over to OK and hit OK, and then bam, there you go. Okay, 3 clicks get us back in again. We're going to go down to the next one. It says KA for Kanthal, which is power mode. And then you can highlight either Kanthal, stainless steel 316, Ni200, titanium, and then your custom TCR. I'm going to go back to Kanthal mode. Unfortunately, I haven't messed with the temp control at all, so I'm not even going to go over any of that. It's all in there, though. And then the last thing you can do is scroll over to your battery meter, and then that'll give you your version of your software that's on there. Actually, I'm sorry, there's one more thing. You can highlight that little M down here in the bottom right corner and then choose between your memory settings. You've got memory 1, memory 2, memory 3. So yeah, that's it. We're gonna go ahead and jump back out and talk about this for a few minutes. We'll be right back.
All right, guys, that was the up close of the Sansto QIU200W.
I have no idea what the name is supposed to be.
I know, QIU, might as well have been Queef, I don't know.
Basically, they are marketing this thing as being one of the lightest dual battery, dual 18650, the lightest
they say it is
mod on the market. And damn it, if they aren't right, this thing weighs nothing. Even with batteries in it and a tank RDA on top, it weighs nothing.
Yeah. It's got just enough weight to where you realize you're holding something,
right.
but it's light, guys. It's really light.
We had no idea what to expect. They contacted us, said we're going to send you these. We said sure, send them on, and we'll take a look at them. And
we actually might be the only reviewers on YouTube that speak English. Reviewing this mod right now.
I found 3 or 4 videos while we were waiting on them, and they were all in other languages. So I don't know if we're going to be the first or the only or whatever in English. But anyway, here we go. Jump right into it. I have a couple small cons, and I have quite a few pros. So
okay, so some cons right out the gate. Like I said, guys, this is a pretty well built mod. I thought for sure it was going to be kind of a cheapy mod, but it's really not. When you first get it in your hand, you're kind of like, wow, it's so, because I usually associate weight with quality, but not in the case of this. Cons wise, I'm not huge on the clips for the battery door.
I don't like the idea of having plastic clips for my battery door. And they work, and they hold the door on
and
there. And
that's what's the damning part of it. They work so fucking well.
I'm just terrified that after 3 or 4 months or, one drop, it's just going to break the clips, and it's not going to hold the door on anymore. But I haven't had any issues yet.
No issues yet.
But I'm worried about that. One of my cons is you can't flip the screen, and I know this sounds super nitpicky and stupid, but again, I'm right-handed, so when I'm looking at the screen, it's upside down. I want to be able to flip it over the other way.
I agree.
Biggest con, in my opinion, is you can't turn the mod off.
Yeah, I'm not big on the fact, and that's not just this mod. That's any mod.
I don't know that I've ran into that on any other mod. There's normally a power off option. There is none. 5 clicks turns it on, and then 5 clicks locks and unlocks it. And I looked through the whole manual, and there is literally no option to turn the mod off. You got to pull the batteries.
Right.
I don't like that. Now, when you lock the buttons, it locks all the buttons, the fire, the up, down, everything. So it's not a huge deal, I guess. But I don't like that I can't turn the mod off.
Yeah, that bugs me. Like I said, guys, the buttons are a little bit cheap. You can spin.
The fire button, you can put your finger or your thumb on or whatever, and you can spin it, and it just kind of cheapens the feel of it. It's nice and clicky, and it's huge, but the button feels cheap.
Right.
But thankfully, that's kind of where the cons end.
Yeah, like I said, for me personally, the only other thing, I really like this finish because it literally looks like a rock. It
looks like rock, yeah.
Lame cold open. But at the same time, me personally, I almost prefer almost like a rubberized finish because I feel like I have a better grip on the mod.
Even some paint texture, like just the texture of paint, just so you kind of feel something. It is very smooth and a little bit slippery in the hand, but again, I would not recommend drop testing this because it's not going to survive. No. I haven't dropped it, thankfully.
I don't like the package either. It's cheap, it's plastic, and it doesn't fit right. Anyway.
I haven't dropped it yet, but I'm fairly confident if I drop this, it might not shatter the plastic, but it's definitely going to crack. Because this thing is fully plastic. I'm assuming it's 3D printed. I don't know.
I don't think it's 3D
They really didn't send us any info on it.
No.
They just said, here's a mod, test it out, do a review. We said, okay, cool, here it is. But
right.
now, pros-wise, it is the same exact shape as the Minikin 2. It's the exact same shape as the Minikin 2, but it's bigger. It's got a little bit more girth, and that's what I want for my bigger hands. This thing fits in my hand perfect.
It's not quite as big as the iJoy Genie
It's
mod.
not as big as the
same
Genie.
shape, but it's not quite as big. But this is just a little girthier than the Minikin 2, and it fits in the hand really, really nice. It's got a nice feel in the hand.
So if you like that kind of rounded triangular
I guess you
triangular
could say.
shape,
Yeah.
this one is nice. It's got a little bit more girth. It fits in my hands really, really well. You guys know that's a big thing for me. Battery life is the top pro.
Yeah, battery life on this is unexpectedly good.
It was another one of those mods that we expected nothing from as far as battery life goes. This outperforms every mod that I own except for the Minikin 2, which I don't even own one. He owns it. Or maybe the Reborn. With a sub-ohm tank or an RTA or whatever, at that 50 watt range, as we always say,
12 hours is not hard.
I got 13 hours out of this one day.
Like I said, my testing of it, I've averaged anywhere between 11 to 12 hours with it, but 13 hours is not unheard of, depending on how many delays there are in between your vaping.
Yeah. So
but still, anything over 10 is good. Anything over 11 is
safely got me through an entire workday.
Yeah.
That's all I care about in a mod. I want a mod to get me through all day at work. This one had no troubles keeping that at all.
No issues taking this to work in the morning just because I know it's going to last all day.
Yeah. The chip seems solid. The interface is super easy. I showed that in the up close. It's not hard to navigate at all. I've got it at 100 watts on the hard setting right now with the bonds on top, and it hits great. It hits like 100 watts, you know?
I got a little Nudge 22 on here, man, and it's hitting good. It's a powerful mod for the most part.
Yeah.
You have the settings for powerful, medium, and all that, and you put this thing on powerful, and it'll knock you in the jaw.
Yeah.
It's a solid. The screen doesn't have a whole lot of vape bloatware, as we've coined it.
But it's nice and bright. I like how bright the screen is.
It's nice and bright. It gives you all the information you need. You have your power, how many watts you're vaping, your ohms, resistance, volts, battery life, and then what you're actually what mode you're actually on.
Yeah, and I like that there's a battery bar and a percentage meter. I like that. It's just a single battery meter. It's not a dual battery readout, but whatever.
Right. But yeah, like I said, not to mention, I know the clips are an issue for us, but guys, I'll be son of a bitch.
That door fits damn perfect.
This door fits better, just about as good or better than any other fucking mod I've ever held in my hand.
There is literally no play in this door. It does not go up and down. It doesn't go from
It's got
side
a nice,
to side.
satisfying click when you close it.
Yeah. I'm just afraid of how long that nice, satisfying click is going to last. That's my big thing. If they were to re-up this and make a version 1.5 or 2 or whatever and put magnets on it, I would feel much better.
Almost have why not have both of them? Like have magnets on the sides of the clip or something, just to give you that extra little added
something. I don't know.
But like I said, guys, there's not a whole lot to say about this.
Yeah, it's a solid mod.
It's a solid mod.
It's great. Yeah, I don't know if it's firmware updatable. But you could definitely charge through it. I don't recommend charging.
got a USB cable with it, though.
Yeah, there was no USB cable in the box, so take that how you want. But
yeah, guys, like I said, it's solid. Yeah.
It's not available from any U.S. vendors right now at the time of this filming. There's a handful of Chinese vendors that you can get it from. We'll leave a couple of links in the description. Here's my thing. Is it beard approved? Maybe. And the reason I say that is it's going to completely come down to the price.
Yeah, we haven't got a definitive price on it yet.
The Chinese vendors are selling it in the $55 to $65 range. To me, I would not pay that much for it.
This is a solid $40, $45
If I could find this from any vendor, I don't care where they are, for like that $40, $45 range, then yeah, I would buy one. Because the battery life is that stellar on it. I'm super impressed with the battery life.
The fact that it's comfortable in the hand, it's simple to navigate, it's easy to use, and the battery life is good.
I would not, however, spend $65 or $70 on it. I just wouldn't.
Beard approved, I'm going to go ahead and say it probably is there in the neutral section. Like look, guys, we're not gonna say you gotta buy this. You know,
Right.
it's not a Minikin Reborn or a Bravo RTA.
But I wouldn't tell you not to buy it.
Right, I wouldn't. If you're like, dude, that looks kind of cool. I've been like, man, if you like this, fucking have at it.
Find one and buy it. Like I said, we'll leave a couple links in the description. But yeah, I think that's all. That's all we got. Sansto QIU200W is a solid performer. I like it.
Yep, I like it, man. It's like I said, I got it expecting not a whole lot, and I'm leaving with pretty happy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up. There's not much else to say about it.
It's a mod. It's a damn solid mod.
We're on all the social media, you know, you could ever want. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and Instagram. Or I said Instagram twice. Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, all at InBetween2Beards. All one word, number 2. If you want to drop us a line, business related, whatever, our email is inbetween2beards@gmail.com. So be sure to check that out. And I think until next video,
Vape on.
Vape on.
Yeah, we'll see you guys.